reference like we talked about, so something you can look back at and overlay the data. And once we get up to speed, we'll do a complete lap so you get a good time. We'll kind of build into the pace on the first out lap. And I'll talk you through everything. So where I'm looking, why I'm doing certain things, that kind of stuff, to help it make as much sense as possible. Having said that, if there's anything that you have question on while we're out there, please ask. You know, anything that's nondescript or you need extra help with, please let me know. The biggest thing you'll notice, at least in the passenger side, is the braking is going to be aggressive. Probably not as aggressive as what your car can do, but in a relative sense, no hesitation, brake pressure set quickly and efficiently. A lot of the areas which catch a lot of people by surprise is how little brakes we use. So in certain corners, it's a very soft brake where otherwise people would over brake just out of natural tendency. You're good, Devin.
This track you can carry speed. You don't have to like smash or brake.
Exactly. There's a couple heavy braking zones, but overall not too bad. All right, you're good, Devin. Turn that down just a little bit. And then the shift points, I'll be all the same as what we've been telling you guys. And there's a couple spots where you might adjust slightly, but it's not always the best plan of attack to shift too much. It's tempting in certain areas to downshift and go to a lower gear, and it doesn't always pay off. Sometimes the car will overslow as a result. So turn one, the timing of the throttle is going to be important. One thing that I was helping you with when you're behind me is building the speed here so you can balance the car effectively. It's easy to go in, brake a little too early, and it throws off your rhythm through that whole section. As we work back up to the left, we'll brake a little bit deeper next lap, nothing overly aggressive though. Get to the curb early, and then you can utilize the exit as much as you need. Patience on the brake, let it turn, then you can go to power early down for the rest of the roller coaster. Rolling in, really power early. Like a few of these areas, next lap when we're at speed, I'll be a little bit more aggressive, but sort of feeling the tempo of everything. So I don't need to force too much additional steering. Quick input. Going into turn one, I'm going to brake a little bit out the hole. Stretch off fourth gear. Medium brake initially. Off the brake, just letting it coast. Let it rotate, and then I can build speed early. Light brakes to settle the car. Talk to us a little bit. Now you're going to get back over to the left. It's going to be a square approach. Quick input, run it in tight.
I got it.
See, just where you can be a little bit more forceful, momentum of the car's big. And some of those spots, like turn 1, the bus stop a little bit. Turn 1 and turn 6 are usually big eye-openers for people of how much speed you can roll in.
Right.
Just try to make your driving smooth, for lack of a better term. You don't want to make anything overly angular.